Rich DeMarco on the Army Football Report as the Black Knights get set to go back on the road to take on Wake Forest on Saturday afternoon. Coming up in just a moment, we'll hear from Army sophomore linebacker Jeremy Timpf. But up first, here are comments from Army head coach Jeff Monken's weekly news conference previewing the game against the Demon Deacons.
They play great defense. They're very athletic, not as big as Stanford, but I think run probably better and are more athletic than Stanford. So that's going to be a challenge for us offensively. And then their ability to throw the football. That's one thing that Dave has always been good at, and finding ways to throw the ball. And I'm sure that they'll have a great plan for us. So we're going to do our best to get ready, put Stanford behind us, and get ready for Wake Forest. We're looking forward to the opportunity. They got a good group of receivers. They got a really good tight end, and they throw it to them, and they find ways to get him the ball. They haven't run the balls effectively, but that hasn't been their thing either. When you watch them play, that's not their bread and butter. And where it is for us, we want to run the football, and throwing the ball is not an afterthought, but it's certainly not at the forefront of our thoughts in terms of going into a game and, hey, how can we get guys open and throw them the football.
That's Army head coach Jeff Monken, joined by Army sophomore linebacker Jeremy Timpf. Jeremy, for you, 10 tackles at Stanford, 2 tackles for loss, a forced fumble, and a pass defended. Your performance against a team of that caliber, a top 25 team, what were the keys for you to have the success you did on the field?
I personally think it was the defense that Coach Bateman laid out for us, and the whole defense buying in on his defense. There was many times we were on the sideline, and Coach Bateman would have the whiteboard, and he'd be drawing up a play, and I'd be like, man, how does he know this play? First play we get out there would be the play he drew up. So I have total confidence in Coach Bateman. He definitely knows what he's doing, and he definitely was responsible for a lot of those big plays we had on third down.
The defensive unit as a whole, when you look deeper into the statistics, had a bit amount of success against the Stanford offense. What can you take, what positives can you take to really draw from, grow on heading into this game at Wake Forest?
Well, from watching the tape, everybody out there was playing hard, and everybody's attacking the ball. It seemed like everybody was playing aggressive and tough, and it just seemed like we were swarming so much nicer. Everybody's fits were nice. We had a few breakdowns, but overall, everybody they knew their stuff, and we're just getting better as a unit. We have some young guys, including myself. That was only my second game ever, and just learning it all. Everyone's getting way more comfortable out there on the field, so it's playing together nicely.
You mentioned quite a game for your second game ever. Coaches say you're someone skill set and what this defense calls for really a great fit. Why is that?
Well, I've just been getting coached so great, and the seniors on the D-line and whatnot. Joe Drummond's been helping me a lot, Mikey Guinea and Richard Glover, all 3 seniors. They've been helping me through this, being a sophomore, being young, and it's just great having them being a leadership role model for me, and Andrew King being at middle linebacker. So it's just great having them out there.
Well, Jeremy, thanks for a couple of minutes. Best of luck coming up on Saturday at Wake Forest.
Thank you very much.
That's Army sophomore linebacker Jeremy Timpf. It'll be Army at Wake Forest coming up on Saturday afternoon, a 3:30 kick time from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Coverage across the Army Sports Network begins at 1:30 with the Army Football Tailgate Show. At Army football practice here at West Point for Night Vision, I'm Rich DeMarco.